day, students. Welcome to our virtual class in Social Studies, Grade 7 students. This is your teacher, Miss Michelle Joy. Class, before we proceed with our online learning discussion, let me just clarify this to you. This video is just a make-up recap class of the topics that we have discussed for today. And this video is made specially for the students who were not able to join our Google Meet Live virtual class. So let's start now. Before we begin with our discussion, let's have a short recap or review of the last topics that we had last Thursday. The first one is Hinduism. What is Hinduism? One of the oldest religions of humanity, the religion of the Indian people, gave birth to Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism. Tolerance and diversity, truth is one, paths are many. Many deities, but a single impersonal ultimate reality. A philosophy and a way of life focused both in this world and beyond. So class, just a fact about Hinduism, it is the oldest religion in the world that was originated in India. And because of this religion, three other religions were born: Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism. Next, the second topic that we have discussed last Thursday was about Sikhism. So what is Sikhism? Sikhism is a monotheistic religion that was founded by Guru Nanak over 500 years ago in the Punjab region in India. Although it is the world's youngest religion, Sikhism is the fifth largest religion in the world, totaling over 20 million followers. So class, last week we have discussed the oldest religion, which is Hinduism, and the youngest religion, which is Sikhism. And both of these religions were born in India. So these were the two topics that we have discussed last Thursday. Objective of the lesson. So class, this week we only have one objective because we only have one topic to discuss. Students will be able to know about Buddhism, but you will only be able to know about Buddhism if you are going to watch all throughout the video, of course, with your books with you. So class, our topic for this week is about Buddhism, and these are the 5 words to learn that we will be encountering all throughout our discussion. Let us read these words one by one. Please repeat after me so you can still practice your reading skills and your speaking skills even if you're just at home. Are you ready now? Let's start reading. Number 1, Buddhism. Number 2, originate. Number 3, pagodas. Number 4, amulets. Number 5, nuns. So class, let us discuss these 5 words one by one. The first word is Buddhism. What is Buddhism? Buddhism is a major religion, or in a better sense, philosophy. It is the 4th largest religion of the world and has about 300 million people living by it. It also helps people by providing a way of life that will lead to true happiness. So class, Buddhism is the major religion in Thailand and also the major or one of the major religions in the world. It is actually the 4th largest religion, having 300 million followers. It is not only a religion but also a way of life or a guide in daily lives, especially of the Buddhist people, because they use the teachings of Buddha as a way of their life that they believe will lead to their true happiness. Next, the second word, originate. Originate. When the origin of something takes place, we say it has originated, or where did it come from? The third word is pagodas. So class, this is what a pagoda looks like. Pagoda and temple is very much different, but they are both religious places of Buddhism. Now class, take a look at the picture. Do you know where this is? Yes, You're right. This is in Doi Intanon in Chiang Mai, and one of the landmarks of Doi Intanon is this very beautiful pagoda at the top of the mountain. Next word, amulets. So class, these are examples of amulets. Amulets are used by Thai people. They can put it on their, they can put it actually in their necklace or in their bracelets or even inside their bags or pockets. Next, nuns. So nuns are female preachers or teachers of Buddhist teachings. They are the opposite of monks. So class, these are the 5 words that we have for this week. Buddhism, originate, pagodas, amulets, and nuns. These are the names of students who did not have PA1, Tanakorn, and no PA2, Tanapat, Suki, Tanawan, and Tanakorn. Please do this one as soon as possible. These are the names of the students who did not do PA1 and PA2 yet in 7B. The same students, Papangkon and Romain. Please do it as soon as possible.
Look at that cute little prince. It's Buddha. Though right now he's still called Siddhartha Gautama. Siddhartha lives in a palace in India. His parents believe that this little guy will become something extraordinary. To know this for sure, they ask an astrologer to consult the stars about the future. He will either become a very powerful ruler like his father, or he becomes a holy man and your family will lose all power in the kingdom. Oh my! Don't worry as long as you keep him away from sickness, aging, poverty and death, it will be all right. They decide to protect the prince from all such experiences. Siddhartha grows up, gets married and has kids without having met ordinary people outside the palace. But one day, Siddhartha drives his cart outside the palace area. There he witnesses how ordinary people live. He sees an old man, a sick man, and a beggar monk in the street. He also drives by a dead man. What? People get sick and are poor and die? Life is just endless suffering. Siddhartha doesn't want to suffer, and he doesn't want anyone else to do so either. This must be solved. He leaves his wife and child and goes away. Siddhartha asks a lot of wise men for advice on how to live, but doesn't get any good answers. So he decides to try not eating. He will starve himself like a beggar monk, an ascetic. Look how thin he has become. This clearly doesn't work. It won't make one happier. No, Siddhartha realizes this. He gives up the idea of starving himself and sits down beneath a Bodhi tree to meditate. Here he decides to stay until he's found the solution. Nothing will make him move. An evil demon called Mara appears to tempt him. Mara offers him lots of great things, but Siddhartha just stays put. And finally, after having meditated for 49 days, Siddhartha realizes what's wrong. Humans are never satisfied. They always want more. And this wanting to have more never ends. And then the suffering never ends either. So now Siddhartha has realized how it is. He has become enlightened. And that is what the word Buddha means. Now he is no longer Siddhartha Gautama, but Buddha. Buddha wants more people to realize this. Some of his friends listen to him and start to follow him. They become his disciples. Buddha preaches to them and to other people. At this time in India, everyone is Hindu. The Hindus believe in rebirth, reincarnation. You are born, live, die, are born, live, die, and so on, in an endless cycle, samsara. Stop! I want to get off! Buddha preaches the importance of getting free from samsara. Getting reborn makes it impossible to avoid suffering. Buddha had tried both being rich and starving. These are two exaggerated ways of living, and neither are good. He believes it to be better to choose a middle way. But hey, Buddha, if you're not born again, where do you end up after death? You don't get to a place, but to a condition where you don't want anything. Nirvana. Why do you call it nirvana? Nirvana means blown out. All your desires are blown out, and you have reached a kind of peace. Buddha wanders around preaching how to reach nirvana. When Buddha dies, there have become many disciples. Now it's time for them to pass on his teachings.
Let us now discuss about Buddhism. Please open your book on page 88. Everything that you see here in monitor, please highlight them in your books because they are the important ones and they are the ones who will appear in your midterm assessment. Buddhism originated in India. Lord Buddha was the founder of Buddhism. The three important books about Buddhism are called Tripitaka. Most Thai people are Buddhists. So let me explain this to you one by one. So Buddhism class was originated in India. So this is Lord Buddha, the founder of Buddhism. Lord Buddha was the founder of Buddhism. But before they named him Lord Buddha, his name was originally Siddhartha Gautama. And after he was enlightened, it was changed to Buddha, which means the enlightened one. And so, Buddhism was born. The three important books about Buddhism are called Tripitaka. Class Tripitaka is actually a compilation of three Buddhist books. And the last one, most Thai people are Buddhists. In fact, 95% of Thai people are practicing the teachings of Buddha and 5% practice other religions. Now, class, let us proceed to the second paragraph of your book. It's still on page 88. So everything that you see here, please highlight. They are the important ones and will be included in your midterm assessment. Let's read. Thailand has a lot of Buddhist temples and pagodas. Some temples are supported by the king or members of the royal family. Shrines and altars are also found in Buddhism. So class, Thailand worship places are called temples and pagodas. Class, these ones are called temples and these ones are called pagodas. They are two different things, but both of them are worship places of Buddhist people. Some temples are supported by king or members of the royal family because, of course, they are members of the religion Buddhism. They are followers of the teachings of Buddha. And the last one, shrines and altars, can also be found in many houses of Thai people, or not only Thai people but Buddhist people around the world. Class, let us proceed to the third paragraph of your book. It's still on page 88. And please, everything you see here, highlight on your book. They are the important ones and will be included in your midterm assessment. So, religious objects of Buddhism. Thai Buddhists worship Lord Buddha images and amulets. Some important Buddha images in Thailand are the Emerald Buddha in Bangkok and Prapucha Shinarat located in Pitsanulok province. So class, this picture here or this image here show us different statues of Lord Buddha, and these are monks sitting in front of the statue of Lord Buddha, worshipping the statue and images of Lord Buddha, as well as the amulets. Some important Buddha images like the two emerald Buddhas in Thailand, which is located first in Bangkok inside Wat Phra Kaew, and the second one is in Praputa Chinarat in Phitsanulok province. So people go in these places to visit the emerald Buddha. Read the last paragraph of your book is still on page 88. And again, everything that you see in your monitor, please highlight them in your book because they are the important ones. Let's read now. Buddhist monks and nuns teach Thai Buddhists among Buddhism. The head of Thai monks is called the Supreme Patriarch. So class, Buddhist monks and nuns. I told you already, monks, male preachers of Buddhism, nuns, female preachers of Buddhism, and they preach or teach Thai Buddhist teachings in all parts of the world. Not only in Thailand, but every parts of the world. Now class, the person in Thailand which has the highest position in Buddhism is called Supreme Patriarch. So this is the Supreme Patriarch at the moment. So class, it's time for me to tell you what your activity is for today, July 29. Answer page 89 of your social studies book. Note, please take a picture of your social studies book, page 89, after answering the activity and upload it on the social studies album I created in your line group. Good luck everyone and thank you so much. We now come to the end of our online discussion. I hope that you have learned something this week about Buddhism. I'll see you again next week for our review online for your midterm assessment. Goodbye everyone. Stay safe.